Hello, Gemini. Welcome to the Black Hearted Oracle. Now, before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now, what you see laid before you is the February general spread, our general reading. So let's get started. The first column is dealing with your state of mind. The second one is dealing with your love matters. The third is dealing with your intentions. This card is dealing with your inner world. This is dealing with your soul's yearning, your protective energies, and these are your emotional state for the month of February. Okay, so to get started, we have obedience, we have belonging, we have message, and we have financial constraints in reverse. So these two cards, let's start off with the obedience. The obedience card speaks of you sticking to the established order for a time, because if you make any changes at this moment, you could be hindering yourself. So it's staying faithful to what you have already agreed on, and no quick changes is what this card speaks of, right? The belonging card speaks of wanting to belong to something, but having to come to terms with you owning yourself and being comfortable in your own skin and stop seeking outside of yourself for what you're looking for. This card speaks of you receiving a message, and it'll be, well, through a phone call, through a video, through a conversation that you're having with someone else, through any means of communication, even through nature. But the message that you will be receiving is about financial constraints being lifted from you. So if you have been in a cycle of feeling burdened because of lack of finances, this card is in reverse. So it's telling you that if you can stick to what you're doing and belong to yourself, which, is saying that you're not seeking outside of yourself for someone else for validation, and that you can be comfortable with who you are and where you are, you're going to be able to receive messages of that will ease the lack that you might be facing at this time. Now, your love life, we have that separation, and it's time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So this doesn't necessarily mean a breakup, but what it does mean is that you and your partner will separate for a time. So maybe you or your partner might be going on a business trip, or if this is a breakup, they're saying to you that it's time for you to treat yourself. Because this person is always in this financial constraints, whether they have abundance or they are lacking abundance. They're always in a state of, in the mental state of lack. So even if they have the abundance to give them whatever they want, they're always in a state of putting away. Just like the ones who have went through hardship, like when the Jewish people were being massacred and they came out of that, they had this mentality of saving and, doing without certain things, which allowed them to build wealth. But a lot of them built wealth that they truly didn't get to enjoy. Only their children and their children's children got to enjoy. So this is telling you that don't do that to yourself. Like, yes, build wealth, because, you're coming out of these financial constraints that you've either put on yourself by choice or that was upon you by circumstance. So it's telling you that now would be a perfect time for you to start treating yourself, start doing things for yourself. Being comfortable in your own skin to realize that you are the person that you've been waiting for. right? So your intentions is forgiveness, and it's time to take action. New moon in Aries, and nothing is yet set in stone. So it's telling you that through your forgiveness, you'll be able to free up some energies in order to be able to take action on whatever it is that you're seeking to do, you know? But you have to forgive in order to free up some energies within you. Because next, your inner world is passion. And this passion is not just speaking of a sexual passion. It's speaking of that fire that burns in the pit of our belly for us to get up and do something. You know, sometimes we have these dreams or these thoughts or these visions that won't leave us alone. Like, they wake us up in the middle of the night. They keep us going through hard times because we see the outcome. You know, so it's telling you that you're in a state of like, it's churning in you, like this passion is in you and it's ready to burst, but you're gonna have to take action. You know, you're going to have to take action because your soul is yearning for a chance with Yamanya for a golden opportunity. So it's saying important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them, right? But this is what your soul is yearning for. Your soul is yearning for these golden opportunities, but they're here for you. It's just for you to take action, because you're going to receive messages on ways that you can alleviate this financial constraints. And your protective energies is the fox, you know, and this is the guide to the fairy world. Magic, shape-shifting, be still, quiet, and invisibility, and proper eating habits. So in order to balance out your energies, it is asking you that you partake in more healthful foods, you know, fresh organic foods, or even foods that you grow yourself. Because, oh my goodness, I just started my garden and I just can't wait to delve in my greens when they grow. But anyway, sorry, I digress. But yeah, so it's telling you that it's time, you know, be still while you're making your moves. You don't have to tell everybody what you're doing, you know, be obedient to your future, because right now your emotions, you're at a place where you're wanting to be independent and self-determining, and you have the wisdom enough to know that it's time to go through this separation to seek your homeland. You know, it's time to build. It's time to establish something, you know, to get yourself settled and centered within your own self. Because there's so much luck that is here if you can follow the wisdom to seek your stability, but seek it through the eyes of a child. You know, because if you look at these two cards, they look pretty much similar. You know, this child is staring at a castle, and here the castle is in real life. So you might be thinking that these passions that you're having are just child's play. It's just fairy tale. Like, oh, this could never happen for me. But that's not true. It's time to treat yourself to the things that you're desiring, because you have golden opportunities that are here for you. It's just time that you take action. You know, and remember the wisdom that is here for you that will bring you the luck that you have. Okay? Because both of these cards speak of wisdom. And your freedom will come with luck. But you have to seek your own homeland. And I'm not telling you to leave your partner, even though this card suggests that there might be some kind of separation happening. That's not what I'm saying. It is never my intention that you guys should take my readings and think that I'm telling you what to do with your life. No, definitely not. What I am telling you is whatever you have decided within your soul, whatever your higher self has guided you to do, to step out and do that. You know, because I always say, if you want to go in your front yard and count the blades of grass that you have, then be happy doing so. Just don't tell me that I should do the same. So that's what I'm telling you with these readings for me. It's not about me telling you what to do. It's about me telling you the energies that you have access to. And you can use them to pursue whatever passions that you desire. Okay, Gemini, I thank you so much for coming to the Black-Hearted Oracle. I pray these messages found you well, and I hope that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe.